Hi, I'm Diana, and today we'll be talking about self determination theory. A theory that talking about motivation, it really relates to me. Starting from these three concepts that are really important and we'll be talking about later on too. With the first one being autonomy. Autonomy is the feeling of control of your own actions. It's not about being independent or working alone. It's about the sense of you choosing whatever you want to do. Um, the second one, competence. Feeling capable and effective is that I can do it factor. Is that I will get better at this. That competence, not with others necessarily, but with yourself. Finally, relatedness. Sorry for my pronunciation. The feeling to be connecting to others, to care for others, and to be cared for, to belong to a community. Not necessarily be a community, can be your friends, your family, but to be part of somewhere. Um, this theory suggests like a scale where you can be this point on this point or that point. It's starting from the I have to the I want to. I love to do it. Um, as I mentioned, it starts with different kind or different types of motivation. Starting from a motivation where you don't see the point of doing it to I'm doing this because it has a reward. I'm doing this because I'll feel guilty if I don't do it. I'm doing this to because I value the outcome that I'm getting, to the intrinsic motivation type of motivation that I'm doing this because it's fun, it's curious, and I like to do it. I love doing that, which and this theory is like the main point, the goal of doing it. The why I relate to this theory is because on my workplace and as well as my personal goals, um, I feel like I need to feel like my work is like an expression of that I'm taking the decisions of doing it. Even though I have bosses, I have managers, I have my parents, um, I still feel like I need that action of like making that feeling of that I'm taking those decisions. It's my choice to do it. Again, going to the autonomy concept. And that I'm actually getting better at my work or at something I'm doing. Again, coming back to the competence concept. I feel like I need not to belong to somewhere, but to be part of something bigger. Going back to the relatedness concept, I will give two quick examples. One in my workplace, my boss told me, well, I need you to do this for like inventory and for beer and wine and everything we need so I can go and get it. I started like on the point on the scale that mentions as theory, self-determination theory. Well, I have to do it. It's my job. I have to do it. And later on, I was like enjoying it, started enjoying it. Well, I like this, or I like to be organized. I like to be organizing this because it gave me a good outcome to have good inventory so we can have everything we sell, everything we need. I enjoy doing these Excel sheets, and even when the boss already need it, okay, I have it ready, and here you go. That's I will say that relates to the self determination theory, as well as my personal goals. Starting from the end of last year, I started to start my fitness goals, which I also started like I have to do it because I need to get healthier. It's better for me and everything, and I was escalating to the I want to do it. Like I don't want to miss a day in the gym because it gives me results. I like the outcome. I like to do it. And it gets me really it makes me feel better that I'm taking the decision of doing it. That it's my choice to do it, that I'm getting competent with myself, that I'm better than before, stronger than before. So yeah, that's why I relate to this theory the most. And this is not just a vibe. A meta-analysis by Cersuli Nikin and Poor in 2014 found that while incentives like intrinsic incentives help with some task, intrinsic motivation is a stronger predictor of performance quality, especially for complex creative work. And this supports my experience because, yeah, the reward that I'm getting, for example, on my fitness goals, the reward that I'm getting, that I'm feeling skinnier, that I'm feeling lighter and stronger, got me on the door of doing it, of choosing to do it. But the intrinsic need for competence to be better than me before, it's what actually made my work good. Like what actually gave me better results. Also, a research by Kirsten Ware in 2025 mentions that the theory has the potential not only to change behavior, but to shape attitudes as well. Said a PhD professor that studies and investigates the theoretical basis of the self-determination theory. Um, this also meaning that the self-determination theory, it can be relating to many things. I will say it also, the theory has limits. We're not gonna be always motivated to do some certain things. Even if I love my job as a server, even if I like going to the gym, there will be some things that I will not be motivated to do. But at the end of the day, you only just wanna get it through. Like I don't like to do cardio, but that's what it will make me feel lighter and skinnier and lose weight. But I have to do it, so I just do it. Or at my work, there's some really rude customers, but you're a server, you have to deal with that people and being nice to them. Is some things there's not always perfect, and you have to deal with that on your best attitude. But yeah, it's just get it through it. So it's not always 100% accurate, and it's not 100% perfect. And lastly, how my managers will act knowing that I work better or that I relate better to the self-determination theory. At my work, I will give this example for my work. Being asked of getting reviews because it gives a better outcome to the restaurant. If the restaurant gets busier, I get more tables, I get more tips, whatever. But many times the managers will complain if you get a bad review, but it will not recognize that you get good reviews. I will say, based it on the self determination theory, for me to be enjoying my job and to be liking my job and loving what I love to do, managers should lead by supporting my growth, not just monitoring my output, which is important too, the outcome. But I will say to balance, it's more good outcome, the bad one. And it's not like, for example, if you decided to give me a bonus, not just give me a bonus and go away, like tell me what actually did good to deserve that bonus. Is about recognize. It's not like, oh yeah, like every day you did a good job and everything. It's like about to recognize sincerely whatever you did good. So to be growing better and getting better at whatever I do, I will say the managers will should act that way for employees that are related to self determination theory. And that's why I relate to that theory. Thank you very much.